Let's start with her kit. Her right click is called Glory of Asen. It is a projectile that gives a shield and speed boost to an ally. This is one of 2 skills that increase cooldown reduction when you level up it. Focus on maxing this skill first. At level 9 it has 8 seconds cooldown without any CDR items. Use the advantages of this skill. The range of right click is very long. You can stay behind walls and spam right click from a distance. Stay in a bush so enemies won't target you and help your teammates with shield and speed boost. Important things you need to know about right click. It does not go through Steel's wall or Decker's ultimate. Also, if the projectile does not reach Xena before she starts her ultimate, shield is not applied on her. Her E is called Glowing Light. It gives less amount of a shield than her right click, but it is an AoE shield. Increasing the skill level does not decrease its cooldown. In team fights try to shield your allies but make sure enemies are also inside the circle. After 4 seconds it does small amount of damage. You can combine her E with Q to deal damage quicker and stun enemies for 0.5 seconds. When you learn what skills your enemies have, try to use your stun to cancel enemies' important skills like ultimates and escapes. Her Q is called Final Judgment. It gives a speed boost to allies and slow enemies. The area is quite small so using it for speed or slow is not useful. Instead, use your Q after E to get guaranteed stun. Muriel's ultimate is called Faithful Wav. Flies to the destinated ally, granting shield and dealing damage after landing. Muriel lands to the destination where an ally was when Muriel started her ultimate. It also knocks up enemies if they are in damage area. Let's talk about the pros and cons of her ultimate. There are several options how you can use it. The shield is not huge, so I recommend using it for a shield in fights only if you are out of shields. Since we are support who rely on cooldown items, ultimate can be used to escape gank. If you are out of wards before objective, you can go back to base and come back with wards. My item build is built around Chain of Unity. Using her ultimate breaks the chain so need to spam chain again while landing. I level up her ultimate to level 2 only after level 13. Max her E second before putting point into ultimate. Let's have a detailed look at her early, mid, and late game and item build. Put 2 wards with Decima Gemstone before going to duo lane. Put a ward, go back to base and repeat 1 more time. Your main goal is to get level 9 as quickly as possible to max right click. Stay within range of Decima and EXP gain. You may not notice, but you can be too far and lose EXP and gold. Start with a right click. After level 3 when you have your stun, you can be more aggressive and give more support to your ADC. You are not a tank, and your HP and armor are low in the early game, so don't tank damage, let your ADC do it with your shields. Dead support can't support anymore. Use alt right click on yourself only when you are about to die without a shield or speed boost. Right click, ultimate and Q I recommend using on the instant cast. E on normal cast. If E is positioned well, use Q on the instant cast inside E. Mid-game, after level 9 stay with heroes who need speed or shields. An aggressive ADC who farmed well is the best option, but any warrior will also be good. Seraph, Foam, Kalari, and Xena have the fastest running speed in the game, 650, so speeding them makes them very fast. Muriel is team-dependent support. You need at least one experienced DPS to win fights. If your ADC is weak after 20 minutes, focus more on warrior, but give some support to ADC as well. Play very safe. Let enemies think that you are not there. Spam your shield behind walls, in a bush. Kalari is your sister by lore, so play like a ninja as well. After using right click or E plus Q go to shift mode and position yourself so no one can hit/see you. Late game, Use chain plus shields on the ally, taking the most damage and, most importantly, saving ADC or carry. Spam shield plus stuns. You are still a ninja, but some enemies will try to kill you first because you increase the survivability of one person a lot. Build explanation. I stopped upgrading Decima to level 2 or 3, till I'm full build, because spending 1050 gold, 2850 gold is not worth it. For 1050 gold, you can buy 21 normal wards. 2 wards in inventory is enough if you know important spots. If you are out of wards before some action, where you need wards, go to the base and come back with ultimate. Buy normal wards every time you visit the base. Why? Supports are already effective with their base kit, skills, but you can improve that with core items. The faster you get them, the more profit you give your team in fights. At 25-30M, you can easily have 3 key items. Buy cheap and effective items because you won't get kills and gold from the farm. Utility items. Choose one that fits your playstyle or works better for the team. Buy one of these as a first or third item, if you decided to go chain plus sweet life first. Mutant, 2 seconds CC enemy jungler to cancel smite. CC ADC to give advantage to your ADC. CC Grux to cancel Q. There are many usages. Footstep, beginner friendly because timing is less important here. Useful to engage or disengage. High Priest, Anti-Rampage, Narbash, Kalari, Aurora, Mutant CC Cleanse plus Small Heal. Heal plus Shield can give huge support in a short time. Buying a utility item first means playing safely until you have chain. You can also rush into chain plus sweet life first and finish it with a utility item, my personal preference now. Chain of Unity. Must-have item. It increases your shields by 20%. If your ADC has 2200 HP at level 18, let's say you give him an extra 440 shield if they go from 2200 to 0. Keybind it if necessary. Protect an ally who is taking damage or who is about to die, but always keep an eye on your ADC. If you shift and ADC get damaged, you are rooted. If ADC gets damaged, it cancels your B. Chain range is huge. Stay behind walls, hide yourself, and it will still work. After having chain you are not that squishy and you can tank a bit more damage. Sweet life. If your HP drops below 30%, chains won't work, making the item useless, passive. Defense and HP help to mitigate more damage. 10 CDR. Getting HP and mana back without going back to base is important. After having key items, utility item, chain and sweet life, you are level 12 plus, and you have 25 to 30% cooldown reduction, maxed right click with 5.6 seconds cooldown, maxed E 7.7 seconds cooldown. HP/mana regen from Sweet Life. With Mutant you have high mana regen at level 9, which means that even if you are out of mana, stay in a safe position and spam right click on allies till the fight is finished. Utility item for extra support. 60 extra physical defense and 1000 health. What to do next? This is a late game for you because games usually end at this point. Buy something that will help your teammates or help you to survive. 40% CDR can be achieved by killing Prime. Blacksmith Scissors. It is cheap and you might need some magic defense in build, unique 30% tenacity buff, HP regen passive. It does not proc from the root while being in shift. You can buy a second utility item that you are missing. For more physical defense you can buy high-end armor or Guardian of Helene. Helene is very cheap and useful if the enemy ADC has more than 60% crit. At the end of the video, I would like to mention items that I don't like on Muriel or items that do not fit my playstyle. Mitre of the Higher Priest, defensive stats are good. 200 health, 10% CDR, but the passive effect works in 10 meters only for allies. It's half the distance of your auto attack, which means you must stay very close to your ADC or team. It can be useful as a first item during the landing phase or for supports who stay close to the team most of the time like Narbash. As Muriel, I position myself behind my team to see everyone's HP and analyze fights. Ice Spirit Gloves does not have HP. The passive works within 10 meters. If an enemy ADC focuses you from a distance, it won't affect him. Just use your skills to run away from any warrior. Trees Band, 3,100 gold is a lot for Muriel. Only 5% CDR, it's an okay item after you get Nano Machine or Sweet Life, but usually, supports don't get full build. This is an item for the frontliners when they have Muriel in the team. Broken Watch, very cheap item, but you must stay close to your teammates for active effect. Does not have CDR. 5% speed is nothing to you cause most of the time, you are in shift mode.
I must rest.
Thank you everyone for watching and I wish you all good luck in Paragon Overprime.